Example 2. For the cell, so they gave us a cell. The variation of EMF with temperature is shown by the graph. Variation of EMF with temperature is given, but in the form of a graph they have given us now. We need to find out cell reaction as well as delta H, delta G, delta S. All thermodynamic parameters we have to calculate. So now, first of all, we require variation of temperature we require variation of EMF with respect to temperature. Means basically we require dE by dt, which is called temperature coefficient. So this we require to find out delta S, that is used to find out delta H. So we require dE by dt. Let us see from the graph, because they have given us variation of EMF with respect in the graph only. Let us see the graphical value. So we will take this temperature here as 298 in between the values, no? So this value we will take it as 0.06666. This value, that is at E value at 298 Kelvin, here we can take this value as 0.068, and this value at 303 Kelvin, no? The value can be taken as 0.070. So these are the values of potentials at various temperatures. First we'll find out dE by dt. Means that, so here you can take potential values of these two here now. These are the temperatures now. So a difference of 10 degrees we have. So we are taking dE by dt now. So 0.070 minus 0.066 by 10 degree difference we have. So this value comes to 0.0004 we have. It is a temperature coefficient of the cell. Because you require this value to calculate delta S, that is used in turn to get the value of delta H now. Now let us write cell reaction. While writing cell reaction, we start with always anodic reaction, then followed by cathodic reaction. Try to observe here, the cathodic reaction is something like similar to, I can say, calomel electrode. In calomel, you are going to use there Hg2Cl2. Now it is used here as Hg2Br2. We can recollect that reaction also. Now let us start writing the reaction. One more thing is, from cell reaction only we can know the value of N, because N is also required to solve the problem. Let us take first the cell reaction. So at anode here now. So oxidation must take place. Silver is acting as anode there. So Ag changes to Ag plus electron there now. And we have there KBr is present now. That is AgBr is there now. So therefore the Ag plus which is coming out at anode will be taking up Br minus there now. Because KBr is there, it takes a Br minus and becomes there AgBr. So these two reactions are taking place at anode. So at anode reactions, these two both anode. When it comes to cathode, now at cathode, electrons are given, no, the electrons should be taken up by cathode here. So here mercurous bromide is electrolyte used. So Hg2Br2 is taking electrons now, giving rise to. So mercury will be liberated plus Br minus ions. But you have here 2, no? So it will be 2 in this case. We require 2 electrons then now. So multiply above reaction into 2. So we have to multiply the above thing into 2 reaction, into 2 then now, complete anodic reaction. Okay. So implies that number of electrons, N value is equal to 2. So finally, the overall cell reaction will be equal to. So here you can cancel the electrons on both sides now. So 2Ag plus it will be Hg2Br2, giving rise to. This Br is getting cancelled here. This 2Br and 2Br gets cancelled there, giving rise to 2AgBr. We multiplied this into 2, so 2AgBr will come plus 2Hg. This is the overall cell reaction we have. This is one part of the question asked. Now second part, we found out already dE by dt. We found out the temperature coefficient of cell we have found out. Let us now find out the delta S value. Delta S value is equal to direct formula we have NF into dE by dt. So NF dE by dt. So value of N already found out 2. Faraday 96,500. Temperature coefficient just now you have found out through the graph 0.0004 we have. This value on simplification comes to 77.2. So we got 77.2 joules we got. Similarly, we can also find out delta G also. We have a direct formula for that also. Minus NFE. Delta G means. So take your temperature as 298 Kelvin. So take potential at that temperature only. Because you require E also in this case, no? So for that matter we are telling. So it is a minus 2 into 96,500 into potential to be taken is 0.068 then now. 0.068. The value comes out to be minus 13.124. Of course, I am telling in kilojoules here. So minus 13.124. Okay. Now we know the value. This will be in kilojoules here. Okay. This comes in joules only. So we know the value of delta H. We know the value of delta S now. So now directly applying formula you can find out delta H now. Means we know that delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta H. This formula can be applied now because complete data is known to us now. So very easy to apply this particular formula for us now. So therefore delta H will be equal to delta G plus it is going to be T delta S. Delta G already we found out, that is minus 13.124 into 10 to the power of 3, so that it comes in joules then now, plus so T delta S no, so 298 into delta S value also you found out 77.2, so 77.2 we have. So on simplification the value comes in joules, which is 9881.6. So many joules we have. This can be taken as 9.88 approximately in kilojoules. So nearly equal to 9.88 we have now. 9.88 kilojoules is the answer for us now. Okay. Now let us check the answers once. So minus 13.12, 9.88, 77.2 are the answers.